Well, first, this tournament is like a, I don't know, grande finale or something like that for a lot of Estonian people who love basketball, who are going to be here in large crowds. Around 15,000 Estonians are going to be here during 1 week, and I spent the evening in this Estonian fan zone yesterday, and it was mind-blowing, and the people who were at Riga Arena yesterday also said that they have never felt something similar like in the last minutes before the game and during the national anthem and everything. So you can say that Estonians are pretty hyped up from one side about this tournament. They love this new generation of basketball players who have managed to start showing some better results, and for example, when we had qualifier tournaments, the games were sold out like 6 months before every game, which shows, of course, something. But at the same time, I think Estonians are like keeping their feet on the ground and understand that, okay, we are playing against Serbia, or played against Serbia yesterday. It is a totally different level of basketball. We are going to play against Porzingis and Latvia. We are going to play against Turkey. It's extremely difficult to expect huge surprises from these games. But at the same time, of course, the hope is that we are able to at least fight for getting to the next round.
Well, it depends a lot how optimistic you are. I think everybody, also players and everybody, think they have to be in top 4 in this group. I think everybody are expecting that, and this is also the national team coach. Everybody said we have to be on top 4. This is, I think, the level we have to do.
What do you think about next game against Latvia? Do you have some chances?
Actually, I think it depends a lot what Latvia will do. If you play like that yesterday against Turkey, I think then Estonia will have a chance. If you're so soft and so on, I think Estonia may win. But if you react, we have to do it now, then I think it will be hard. But I think it doesn't depend a lot about the Estonians will do. I think it depends a lot how Latvian players will react to that quite big loss.
Our head coach Heiko Ranula said that we have our own targets in this tournament. This game in a big picture don't matter so much. The most decisive games for us are still ahead of us. Of course, it's against Czech and Portugal mainly. So definitely this is like under the surface. Before and after the game against Serbia, everybody knew that, okay, let's now move on. It could have been better. It could have been much worse. But the real tournament for us is still waiting for us.
We have problems that the injuries and every problems are at 2 positions. We have whole summer was questions about point guard. We had Kristjan Kullamäe, who is very good. That's okay, but one dude is Riisa is at NCAA. One Jan-Kai Vaats injured. Another Jan-Kai Suureg injured, and another guy. Rosenthal was also injured for 9 months, but he is back, he's playing, but he's rusty a little bit, and that's why we have this second point guard problem, and this is whole summer what we will do too. And yeah, week before Eurobasket there was this Kotsar news, and this is also quite bad because one our big guy is also in States, and one big guy is injured, and it was so unaccepted that coaches don't have like real second center. There is some options that is getting used to playing there, and yeah, last week it's quite difficult in a way.
We could be much better. That's true. So I think Estonian fans and players and journalists, everybody have to remind themselves not to think too much about, okay, we are missing this guy. We are like in the last moment we lost our probably the best player, center Maik-Kalev Kotsar, who left the team just 1 week before the tournament, and it really hurt the team mentally for a few days quite much, so it's not easy to overcome a loss like that. It was also injury-related problem. We've lost during last season. We lost two rising backcourt players, Kasper Suurorg and Stefan Vaaks. Vaaks during the final series of Estonian League, plus these two players that are missing due to NCAA commitments and difficulties around getting the NCAA players to play for national team, insurance issues and everything related to that. So, yeah, it's tempting to start thinking about, oh, okay, we could be much better, but at the same time, it doesn't help anybody. Just have to think about the players who are here. Of course, everybody knows that we have some flaws, especially at the backcourt. We're missing ball handlers due to the injuries to Vaaks and Suurorg and Kair Kriisa not being able to come. And of course, our front court is now missing our probably the best player, Kalev Kotsar, and Henri Veesaar, who is also at the NCAA. So, yeah, of course we could be much better, but at the same time, I think everybody agrees that it is realistic to hope to beat or at least to fight for the place at the next round, especially when you have the games against Czech and Portugal.
I think in that way Estonian basketball is rising. I think Estonia have always been the basketball country in a way, but there was like 10-15 years we didn't have results. But now I think there is, let's say, we have big hopes, because this generation, all the players are around 25. Our tournament will be Eurobasket 2029. There will be big results, but I think this is the reason why Estonians are really creating the rhythm that we will be big basketball country again.
So much depends on Kristjan Kullamäe at the moment. He's clearly the best player at our backcourt right now. It's no secret to any opponent. It's no secret to Latvians, Czechs, Portuguese. We saw it yesterday, even against Serbia, that their best defensive player, or maybe even one of the best defensive guards at EuroLeague, Alex Avramovic, was having this special target against Kristjan Kullamäe, and I think this is something he's going to face in every game, that the opponents really pay attention to the fact and details how to neutralize Kristjan Kullamäe. Of course, it depends what kind of personalities and defensive experts certain teams have. So let's see. Avramovic, of course, is really the top of Europe. Let's see what Latvians have to offer in this department. Clearly, Latvia is the favorite. Clearly, I think I didn't see the game between Latvia and Turkey yesterday too much. I was like concentrating on other things at this moment. I assume it's not difficult to start the tournament at home soil with all these expectations and things like that. So I wouldn't read too much into the fact that Latvia lost so clearly against Turkey. I think they are going to be fine. Of course, I know there are some issues, missing Rodion Skuruc and things like that, but still Latvia have Porzingis, they have Roland Smits, they have, I think, great personalities at backcourt, which is at the same time not the strongest department in Estonian side. So I think Latvia has all the tools to fight for the medals in Eurobasket. So it's not going to be an easy night. It's not going to be this home crowd that we had against Serbia and that we are going to have against Czechs and all the other opponents. I guess there are more Latvians than Estonians in Riga Arena tomorrow. But at the same time, I think it will make a hugely great atmosphere.